God never told you that you will succeed all through. God never told you that you will enjoy all through. In fact, if the enjoyment is taking a longer time, start asking questions, there is a problem. It means you have missed it. It means you have missed it. It's only the devil that is perpetually on the ground. The moment you rise up from the ground, there is a force called the force of gravity that is pulling you back effect. Am I speaking to somebody here? And it is that force of gravity that keeps you moving. Now there is a force pulling me to the ground, but I am not falling. Why? Because I want to persevere. Except nothing can stop me, because I told myself I must succeed in life. So that force, no matter how he tries, he cannot bring me down. I am standing because I am against the force of gravity. That force cannot bring me down. Am I speaking to somebody? Ladies and gentlemen, in life there are times that you will have situations like this. When you see what we are going through as a country, that's what they are going through in America. That's what they went through in America and London and everywhere. Listen, sit down. Government didn't pay me to say anything I'm going to say, but what we are going through is not bad. It is only bad when the resources are not being used judiciously. Are you hearing what I'm saying? For instance, as we are speaking now, we should see schools, hospitals coming up with the fuel subsidy. We should see things coming up. Things are coming up. By your house they are building hospital. By your house they are building water board. By your house this one is happening. This is what the Oibo people did. They extorted the money from. If they spend trillions monthly on what they call, is it corruption or what they call that in subsidy? If they spend trillions daily or monthly on subsidy, and for the past 5 months we have been on subsidy, then we should have close to 10, 20, 30 trillion naira or whatever. Now, am I speaking to somebody here? We should start seeing the effect already. We should start seeing railway line to Abuja that will take only 25 minutes. Water, give us school, give us hospitals. I don't need to travel to National Hospital in Abuja. I can look at my house. Develop their own. Our own, you will see it in the pocket of one person. Choku. All. Somebody's pocket is growing. Choku like that. That's not what we need. That's not what we need. That's why you are in pain. That's why you are in pain. That's why we are in pain. Give us road, give us railway, give us aircraft everywhere. Make Makodi airport functional. Go to Oibo land, everywhere there are airporters, there are private jets, there are first class, there are everything. You have different things to choose from. Ladies and gentlemen, new food should start coming in now. After this is enjoyment. I was telling my son, Apostle Okwe, I told him, I said, the next 25 years, Abuja will be like New York. And everyone that is building Abuja now will not be alive that time. None of them will be alive. Not one. Not one of them. But we will be sitting down Gidigba. You know why? You know why? They that have God, they are sure of their tomorrow. Am I speaking to somebody here? Listen to me. This is the time to show God that you love him. Endure affliction. Whether you have food or not, let it not stop you from coming to church. Whether you have eaten or not, come to church hungry and report yourself to him. Lord. And the person says, if Jesus is Lord, why are you like this? Tell the person that what you are saying is just a deceit. The real me, you will soon see it. Tell somebody the one you are saying and not be me. Just watch, you will soon see the real me now. The real me is coming. But you have not eaten, you have not eaten. I told our pastor, the day I hear, maybe a member comes say I never chop, and you to tell member you never chop, you are sacked. You stop from being a pastor of this ministry that they go to your father's house and sit down there. A member come to you and say I never chop, you to say I never chop. Who will be pastor? You have killed that person already. Am I speaking to you? He walked up to my office and said, I will give it to you. Give me a few days. Give me time. I didn't tell him there is no money. I said, give me time. Somebody came, give me time, give me time. What do I mean? It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. When you enter, anything you want, you will get it. Although I am if you wear brazier, come and collect 10 million. If you can arrive there, collect 10 million. Ladies and gentlemen, will you go? Yes. Now let me say this to you. Imagine you are running like that. Maybe choir people, choir members, they are running to go and meet the president, to go and collect 10 million with only brazier. And I meet them, they say, Daddy, only for this one only. Nobody say, you know now, nobody say now anything. But only this one, just let me get only this one, only this one. Nobody say now anything, Daddy, you know. Now, of course, you know I am born again. But let me collect this one. But today they are not in church. Why? Because some will tell you the cloth I wore last week is the same cloth I am wearing today. I want to wear a new cloth. Who cares about your cloth? They is interested in your cloth. Nobody in church is interested in your phone. Nobody in church is interested in. You must only be a fool to come to church and be looking at somebody's head. Then you don't get anyone. People are saying this, people are saying that, people are saying this. I say you don't want them to talk about you. Oh God, remove all the fame that is upon this lady, put it upon me, so that let people be talking about me, but let her. What? Be worried, though. Be worried. I'm telling you, be worried. If nobody is talking about you, this world, you are just passing. Nobody, you are already a ghost. You are a dead person. You are a dead person. You are a ghost. Human beings, that whether it is happening, they will talk. If it is not happening, they will talk. So let it happen, let them. Let it happen, let them. You are not answering. Let it happen, let them. It's a new day. Am I hearing your amen at all? 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 17 and 18. I told you I wanted to teach 4 verse 17. The church, watch this. 1 Peter chapter 4. 1 Peter chapter 4. Verse. After Genesis is Peter. Where is Peter? Peter is after James. Studio, give me 1 Peter chapter 4. Everybody look at verse 17. For the time is come. Not that it is coming. Please don't miss this. The Bible didn't say the time is coming. It said the time is come. The meaning is that this is now the time where those who cannot endure affliction to serve God will be judged. The time is come that judgment will begin in the club, in the beer parlor, in the football field. Ladies and gentlemen, I love wrestling. That's my best sport. Just like you watch football, I watch wrestling. That's my best sport. Yesterday as we came in from Abuja, my daughter ran to me, said, Daddy. I said, they have started wrestling. I said, okay. I was doing group with my wife, heard me. I said, oh, I must go and watch it. Let me watch it. We sat down for 30 minutes. We watched it. What was I watching? Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what I watch. As I sat down, they announced that 15,961 people are inside this auditorium watching this wrestling. Nobody paid less than $200. The last WrestleMania they did, they have 103. Nobody paid less than $200 or $300 to come and watch people fight. Now listen to this. I now ask myself, these people, do they pay to enter the church? Do they go? Church, answer me. They don't go to church. That is free. My daughter, my little daughter, Ina was telling me, said that the WrestleMania for next year, the ticket is finished. WrestleMania is April next year. They have exhausted the ticket. I ask myself this question. These same people don't go to church. That is free. They will be inside that place shouting, screaming, cheering people up that they love. The church that is free, you won't see them. None of them will come to worship the Almighty, who will not charge them for anything. Listen to this. The question now is, who do the world love? The world we are in today now. I'm explaining to you why the Bible said the time is come, not will come, not has come. They are collecting your money. You have never won anything. You are not discouraged. Why? Because you have hope that one day, somebody talk to me. I'm talking to you now. You have hope that one day you too might hit jackpot. Maybe that one day will be when you are in the grave. But you are not tired. You won't go and tell people, this bet Niger, this bet this one, this bet this one, this thing is very bad, oh, this thing is very bad. You won't tell anybody because you have hope that one day you too might click something. Am I speaking here? You come to church, it's not up to 2 months. God, you know do I'm again, ba? Yeah. Somebody sent me text in church. I said I'm going to see after service. Say that the way people are talking about me, the last life I left, I'm about to go back. Oh. I'm about to go back. The last life I left, people are talking about me in the church. I'm about to go back. Eh? You were never born again. Never. You were never a child of God. If you are, that statement never will come out from your mouth. The Bible says, count it all joy when men talk against you. Count it joy. When people come after you, count it what? Joy. That affliction came for the sake of his name. Hebrews chapter 12, verse number 1 and 2. Put it on the board, let them say it. Hebrews chapter 12, verse number 1 and 2. Now verse 2, the Bible says, give me verse 2. That's where I'm going. Give me verse 2. Let me show you. The Bible says, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of your faith, who for the joy that was set before him. What did he do here? 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 Oh, so even the master himself was in pain, and you want to be in gain throughout. Are you truly a servant? If the master endured pain, from about 3,000, if their lives are different, I don't see them come to me to complain, Pastor, pray, I'm sick. Pastor, pray, this one. Pastor, pray. One came to me and said, Daddy, pray. I stretched my hand to pray. The Lord said, don't pray. Ask him, have you been a tither? He said, Daddy, you know things are hard. I said, yes, that's right. That's why things are hard for you. It's not hard for us. It's hard for you. Because you are doing the wrong thing. You have turned the new leaf. You have followed the devil. He said the young man came. He said, Daddy, pray. So he prayed for the young man during lockdown. The boy traveled to Owerri to go and attend the burial. Where they were in the burial there. The man that died, he said the man was a multi-millionaire who has a transport company, and the man just died. Children of the man said, we want to sell 23 of the buses. We want to sell 23 immediately so that we can take care of some things. And we are giving them as giveaway. Because our father was a philanthropy. So we want to give it to give away. Anybody that have less than 800,000 for each of the buses of 4, 5. That time, the bus one was 4-5 million. Now it's 15. Now it's 15. That's fairly used. The young man bought 23. How many? Drove all of them to Auchi to come and give to God's servant. Daddy, the transport company have begun. As at the time he was testifying. And today, everyone that we are eating their tithe are working under him. Endure affliction. Never, alas, it shall come to pass. It didn't come to stay. It didn't come to stay. Ladies and gentlemen, those that will come out from this thing triumphantly are those who are obeying God. Because the more you steal, your protection you don't have, spiritual protection you don't have, you are exposed. You expose everything about your life. It's only those who are into covenant with God. Because my covenant will I not break, nor will I utter the words that have gone out of my lips. 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 17. The time is come that judgment, look at this, church. The time is come that judgment must begin in the church. Now hear me. If you want to quote this Bible, you want to say, if the world they are saying there is a casting down, what will you be saying? What will you be saying? Job 22 and verse 28. He said, when the people are saying what? There is a casting down. What will you be saying? Please don't say it until you fulfill the covenants that you have entered with God. Covenants of tithing. If not, that scripture you'll be quoting it without any effect. And that is why the world is mocking the church today. Because they are saying what they are not qualified to say. They are saying what they are not qualified to say. If the world is saying there is a casting down, the Bible says the people of God will say what? There is a lifting up. Who will say there is a lifting up? Those who are in the commandment and into covenant with God. No matter how hard it is, although the fig tree shall not blossom, neither shall there be fruit in the vine, the bag of the olive shall fail, yet I will continue to rejoice. Habakkuk 3 from verse number 17. Ladies and gentlemen, judgment begins in the church. Are you doing your ministry? Many in the church today, one, they have allowed the gift of God to become stale, to become obsolete. They are waiting for anointing before they can preach. Who will anoint you to preach? You are called to preach. You are not to be anointed to preach. You are called to preach. You are called to serve. You are called to serve. Kenneth Hagins of blessed memory, God's servant, our father, patriarch of faith. He was sick and about to die in American hospital. I read in his book, he was sick and about to die. So they told him, they told the mother, they told everybody, sorry, this one, we don't understand what is going on here. So he was lying down on the hospital bed. He was lying down. He was much younger than about 17, 18. He was much younger. He was lying down on the hospital waiting to die. And he remembered. He said, mommy. He said, go to my room. The suit I wore yesterday or the day before yesterday, thereabout. Check the pocket of the suit. There's an envelope there. Inside the envelope is my tithe. Inside the envelope is my seed. Please help me pick them, drop them on the altar in the church, because I don't want to die owing God, so that God will not ask me. Now that I know I'm going to die, I don't want to die owing God. Please quickly do that. Go drop it very quickly, because I know they've told you I'm going to die. I know. But I don't want to die owing God. Quickly run. Drop it on the altar. A man dying still understands covenant. Why you living, you are downplaying covenant. That your workplace is for you to preach. That your workplace, that your shop is for you to tell somebody about Jesus. That place where you work is for you to tell somebody about Jesus. It's not for you to go there and do those carnal things. It's for you to tell people about your work, to begin to preach the gospel, to begin to serve God. Whatever opportunity God gave to you is to be used to serve him. Ladies and gentlemen, judgment begins in the church. Judgment begins in the church. Put it verse 17. Let me read 1 Peter 4, 17 and 18. I will close here now. He said, the time is come that judgment begins. In God's, the time has come for judgment to begin. And God's own people are the first to be judged. Why? 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 Why won't God go and judge the prostitute first? Why? Why won't he go and judge armed robbers first? It's either you are an armed robber, or you are a tithe robber, or you are an offering robber. Robbers are robbers. It depends on the way you put it. Armed. Those in the offices that are stealing money are called pen robbers. They are even more dangerous than even armed robbers. Because they can kill a whole nation. They can make robbers are robbers. So even in the church you have robbers. The Bible says, have you robbed me? He said, what area have you robbed you? He said, you have robbed me in your tithes and in your offerings. So robbers are robbers. Who are robbers? People that collect what does not belong to them by force. That's the meaning of robber. People that collect what does not belong to them by force. So know that anytime you refuse to give him offering, anytime you refuse to tithe, anytime you refuse to do evangelism, you are forcefully collecting what is not your own from God. You are a robber. God's people are the first to be judged. Put it on the board. Let me read now. I close here. They are the first to be judged. The people of God, they are the first to be judged. If it starts with us, how will it end with those who do not believe the good news from God? Now, this is another area I want you to look at. Put it on the board. Now, if God judge you, that is his own person. If God judge you because you are doing the wrong thing and punishes you for it, how will the judgment be for an unbeliever who does not even know God at all, whom you have told about God and refused? Please, my brother, my sister, help God Almighty and leave them to their fate, because judgment is coming. I think that is Romans chapter 10 verse 13, 14 and 15. Romans 10, 13, 14 and 15. He said, put it, leave it on the board, leave it. Everyone who calls out to the Lord for help, give me from King James. He said, everyone who calls out to the Lord for help will be saved. Whosoever shall call the name of the Lord shall be saved. Then verse 14 says, how shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And then the question came up. He said, how shall they believe in whom